I'm about to end the class now, so that we begin our own unlimited viewing. Yo, I think I am set. So let me go to YouTube. Let me go to YouTube. Where is that funny Zoom thing? Unmute all. Okay, somebody's chatting. So do you know any good white collar crime book? Okay, I'll look for one. I will. Okay, guys. I'll end the meeting now that you join me on my YouTube channel. Since I don't have money to upgrade to YouTube to Zoom Pro, let's use YouTube that is still free. Okay, guys. Let me end this. It's a very cheap test, so please. Whoa, okay. Oh, they're almost done. Zena Deji, I'm ending now. Okay, I'm ending now. Tito, I'm ending now.
I'm done. I just tried to do it again.
Don't do it again. There'll be no time. Okay, go to my YouTube channel now. Let me see if I can drop the link so that you can just vamos to that place. Okay. This thing is even showing on my YouTube screen. Okay, that's good. What do they call it? That thing. Just click there to take you directly to that place. I have 4 minutes and I'm not going to wait. Okay, click on that link. You take you straight to the channel so that we can actually start. Click on the link now to get set. Click on the link now. So, Ruby, I'll get you some soft copy and I'll send to you. Okay. I'm ending the game now. Thank you. Let's discuss the Clod and the Pebble. Join me now on YouTube. Yeah. me end that funny game. Close. Okay, results later. What's going on now? Okay. Oh, good. Phoebe, yes, please acknowledge presence now. Before then, let me play this song that will give you a kind of, not this one. Not this one. That will give you an idea of what we're doing today. Good morning, students. Let us analyze this poem line by line. If you have questions, please drop them on the chat room. Drop them in the chat room, and I'll do everything I can to attend to every question. Okay. Okay, the Clod and the Pebble. Now let me show you what they are. This is a clod. It's just a lump of sand, and these are pebbles. So I just wanted to make sure you have the graphic image in your mind. So this is the clod, which is a lump of sand. Then you have the pebbles. These are stones. Please indicate presence by dropping your name on the chat in the chat room, please. Okay, let us start. This poem is written by William Blake, the same poet who wrote the poem. The same poet who wrote the poem, "The Schoolboy." It's a romantic poet. So let us discuss love now. It says, "Love seeketh itself not. Love seeketh not itself to please." Okay, this first line here. Good. Please indicate that you're there. Let me know that I'm talking to live guys, not robots. Okay. Thank you, Rudy. Thank you. Okay, today. Love seeketh not itself to please. Okay, I was looking for this. Oh, it will not change my full screen. Okay, I will do that. Okay, I have 4. Okay, no boy yet. Okay, let's just start then. I believe others will join us. Love seeketh not itself to please. Now, this line, what it's saying is that love is not selfish. Oh, to me, love is not selfish. Now, if you remember the let's use okay, David Jackson. Now let's use the Jesus story, or why he came. Let's start off with that. Now I want you guys to first off, now if you have any questions, like I said, just drop them here, okay? Now if you look at the punctuation marks here, you find out that somebody is talking. Somebody is talking, okay? Somebody is telling you that love is not selfish. Now this person is telling you that because based on his experience, okay? Love seeketh not itself to please. Love is not selfish. Actually, I have seen most of you demonstrate quite the opposite, especially during lunch. I see you people, you befriend someone because of meat or because of fruits. So that one is a very selfish love. Or you're claiming to be the girlfriend, or you're trying to win her over to you as a boy because you want her to give you money. Okay? You want to get something from her. That kind of parasitic love. Okay? Normally love is supposed to be symbiotic. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. Not when you scratch my back, I turn my back on you when you turn your back for me to scratch. Okay? So love seeketh not itself to please. Love is not selfish. Actually, true love is not selfish. Remember when Jesus came, he was not selfish at all. He gave his own life. Okay? Let's use Romeo and Juliet for example. That's why I gave you the test. Okay? Romeo and Juliet will be the yardstick for analyzing this poem. Romeo and Juliet here, even though I know Ruby and some characters despise him, okay, I know Ruby and some characters despise him, but if you look at Romeo in the play, he gave his life for his one true love. Okay, he died for her. Not even, in fact, not even thinking about the possibility of getting other beautiful girls or meeting other beautiful girls in future. He just took his own life. He was not selfish. He believed that if he had spared his life, that means Juliet would have died for nothing. I hope Ruby and Zena and Anita are listening to me. I said, if Romeo had not killed himself, it would have been selfish of him because he thought Juliet was dead and living would make no sense. Okay? Toby, I don't understand Cloud Chaser. Okay? But anyway, I don't understand your jargon, but let me just keep explaining. Love is selfish. Love is not selfish. Remember, Anita. He's still a child. Ruby said he's still a child. No, he was 17 or 18 at that time. Do not forget that. Now, like I said, if you look at the first stanza, you find out, if you look at these punctuation marks, you know that somebody is talking. Somebody that has a pure heart about love. Okay? Someone who has a pure heart about love. And I will show you. This is the Clod speaking. And if you look at the Clod here, the Clod is just a lump of sand and a child is playing with it. That means this child is just telling you about his innocence. This is innocence speaking, telling you about love. Okay? The child is innocent. Ruby said, for God's sake, child. Okay. Child is speaking, love is speaking. You know, we can define love based on our experiences. If love has been kind to you, you will speak good things about love. But if love has been so mean to you, you will speak evil about love. Okay? Now, love is not selfish, nor for itself hath any care. Now, what it's saying is that love is willing to sacrifice. Okay? It doesn't care about itself. Let me show you the Clod here. Okay, no, I think you get that You get what I'm about to say in the next stanza. Love is willing to sacrifice. Love does not care what happens to him. Okay, Romeo did not care about what will happen to him if he dies. What he cares about is, since my love is no more, let me go with her. Okay, because I cannot live a day on earth without her. But for another gives its ease. That means love is living to satisfy others. Okay? The reason Jesus came to this earth, he came here to live, okay, so that we can live a greater life. You find that in John chapter 10, verse 10. He said, I have come so that you might have life and have it more abundantly. So Jesus did not come to this earth to live for himself. He came here so that we will have better lives. Okay? So true love, real love, anyway, we'll find out which one is true love. True love, real love here, according to this guy, saying that true love is when you live for others. You don't care about yourself, you care about people. We call that selfless love. Okay? Not that kind of love you say, okay, you love me, but I am entitled to 2 drumsticks in a week for during lunch. Okay? Anita, that will be wrong. Okay? And builds a heaven in hell's despair. Here, what he's trying to say, if you are sad, okay, if you are sad, this guy is here to make you happy. Okay? You see, sometimes, so you find someone who's just seated, maybe the person lost the laptop and everything, and maybe he needs it to do his work. You just, okay, let me use Peter Bay for example. Now, while he's there, crying, Mojo just walks up to him and asks, what's going on? He tells her, and you hear her say, don't worry, you can have my laptop. Okay? Maybe at the end of the school term, you can return it to me. That is, you see, Mojo, he just put a smile on Peter's face. He was in hell before when he was crying, but he now got into heaven when Mojo put a smile on his face. Okay? So song a little. Ruby said it's not selfish, it's simply collecting people's tax. Well, Ruby, one thing about love is that you'll be willing to give away. You'll not even be willing to accept. You'll be willing to give away. Okay, let me take to this question. I love this. It says, sir, would you do the same thing Romeo did for your wife? Okay. Well, we are not in that situation first. I think we did all that before we finally got married. Yes, I will. There's no such thing as selfless love. No, Jackson Toby is very free to, all of you, everybody here, you're very free to ask me every manner of questions. I know I'm your teacher, but more importantly, I'm your elder brother. Okay? So just say me like that. Ask your questions because I'm building you for the future. Okay? Now, Anita said there's no such thing as selfless love. Now, let me tell you something. There's such thing as selfless love. If, for example, a child needs a kidney, the mother will give it to the child. Whether the mother will live or die. That's selfless. Because at that point, the mother puts herself in front before thinking of the child. So it is selfless. Anita, sometimes you have shown selfless love without even knowing it. All of you. I don't want to start mentioning instances. All of you. Okay? That's selfless. Okay, now, the next stanza, he said, when Ruby feels love, I didn't get that. When Ruby feels love is selfish, is that what you're trying to say? Okay, We are so young. Okay, okay, don't worry, don't worry. But the truth is that I would rather prefer you guys to experience love in school. Okay, love in school before you go out. Okay, you might not understand that, but you see, when someone says he has fallen in love with you, it doesn't mean the guy has fallen in mumu for you, so that you turn the guy to a play toy. Okay, you just make the guy look useless. Now, so you see, the first stanza is talking about true love. That love where you always give, you don't expect anything in return. Okay, you just give. Yes, Usomina preach. Okay, Ruby Usomina is very very much okay. Now, in fact, there's one character. There's one character in SS3. Hold on, let me tell you this. There's one character in SS3. You should know her. She's in my class in English. I won't mention her name. She's Ruby. She's very very much like you. But the day I saw her talking to a boy alone, I was so happy. We celebrated it in our next class. Okay? We celebrated it, and I told her it's very good, you know, to like someone, to love someone, because it helps you realize or see what the world really, see how the world is. Okay? So it's good to fall in love. Not that kind of your love, but real love. Okay? Real love. So when I saw her, so Ruby, I'm just praying and hoping and having faith that one day, someday, before you leave Atlantic Hall, or rather before you leave school, you will just like somebody, especially a boy, for who he is. Not attachment. You just like him. There are times you just see somebody and you hate him for no reason. It happens. And there are times you see somebody and you just like him for no reason, even when the person is disgusting, or when the person's behavior or attitude is disgusting, you still like the person. That's true love for you. You always give away, you tolerate. And I will explain it here. Now let's go to the second stanza. So sung a little clod of clay. Now, that means the first stanza is a song. Okay? And the truth is that you cannot sing if you are not in a happy mood. Especially, you cannot sing about love using these lines if you are not in a happy mood. Okay? So sung a little clod of clay. Now listen to this. This is where you agree with me. It said trodden with the cattle's feet. Let's go back to that. It said trodden with the cattle's feet. Now, if you look at this image here, this is a lump of sand. If a cattle, trods on these lumps or on these clods, they will be leveled. Okay? The cattle's, the hooves will actually destroy the clod. But the clod is saying, I don't care, destroy me. Okay? Okay? Say, destroy me. That's what the clod is saying. Yes, I'm a clod of clay. Step on me. You, the cattle, step on me. Do anything to me. I really, I don't mind as long as I love you. Ruby, you are not a prayer point, okay? You're a very good girl. You're not a prayer point, and you do not lack anything, okay? I'm just praying for you to meet one good guy, in school, so that you really understand what this message is all about. Love is a beautiful thing. Don't get it twisted, okay? So what the Clod is saying here, after singing praises about love, Clod now goes on to say, you know what? Step on me, trample on me. I don't care. As long as I love you, do anything to me, hurt me. Let's use Jesus' case for it. Let's use it as another yardstick or as another means of tool for analyzing this point. When he was on the cross, Ruby, I did not say that. I did not say that. Let me hide it. Now, when Jesus was on the cross, what Jesus was on the cross, he was okay before he was even crucified. he was stoned, he was whipped, but yet he didn't care. He did not hate man for that. In fact, he loved them the more. He said, Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they do. Okay? Those of you, I will try and play that Hello God. You will feel something from that song. Okay? That song was so, yes, love does not kill, but okay? So Jesus died for love. Okay? Romeo and Juliet died for love. Just on two different levels. Okay? Now, the second stanza, the first two lines, you say, so sung a little clod of clay, trodden with a cattle's feet. Now, let me explain. Now, somebody should tell me why this line, why they used the word little here. Let me make sure I'm talking to my people. Why did the poet use the word little? Okay? I'm waiting for you. Why did the poet use the word little? Ruby, love is not a killer, okay? It's a beautiful thing. I'm serious. Love is a beautiful thing. Actually, Ruby, if you say love is a killer and you mention Jesus, remember, before Jesus was born, he knew, before he volunteered to come to earth, he knew what he was coming to do. He knew he was coming to die. Okay? He knew he was going to die for us so that we will become better. We will live a normal life or a higher life. So he knew. And he willingly accepted. Okay? He accepted willingly. So you see, love is not a killer. Okay? I'm waiting for you guys. Why did the poet use the word little? He used the word little because, I'm still waiting for you to type something. Anita, love does not cause suicide. Jesus did not commit suicide, okay? You know, the way you guys talk, people would think you guys you are hardening minds, and what you just need is just a touch. Okay? It's just a touch. Okay. While you're thinking about that, the poet says in this line, so sung a little clod of clay. And let me show you why. A little clod of clay, because this child has no experience about love. This child has no experience about love. Yes, Kentibi, you're very correct. Ruby, I know you are joking now. Oh, come on. Now, look at this. He used the word little there because the person that was singing is a child. Okay? It's a child, and the child has no experience about love. This child is innocent. Okay? Because the mom showers love on him, the father showers love on him, the uncles, the aunts. Okay? Little, yes, love is little and it's innocent. This boy has never experienced heartbreak. Yes, little, Ruby, you are very correct. Okay? Because the little child has not experienced heartbreak. Okay? So this child is singing these lines based on his own experience. For example, if you ask, let me say, Mr. Babs, to tell you, oh, no, Phoebe, I disagree with you. Now, Phoebe says he used the word to show that the cloth isn't of much value. No, no. He chose the word little to show you that the child is still growing. Okay? Is still growing. And if you look at the clod is also soft. Just like children, their hearts are feeble. Then sometimes I say some things I don't mean, and you see some children in JS1 crying. Mr. Japheth, you hurt me with those words. Oh, I'm sorry. We now hug, and I buy them a bottle of drink, and we become fast friends again. Okay? So, look at this graphical image here. The cloth is soft. Okay? The cloth is soft. And so when you, yeah, thank you. In fact, I think Ruby has said it all now. Ruby says, the child still sees love with purity. Thank you. I think you just summed up everything I was about trying to explain. This child has a pure heart. Not like some of you that somebody will say, oh, I like your hair. You just be planning how to deal with the guy. That's not true love. That's Nigerian love. And we don't want that kind of love anymore. We want true love. Okay? Yes, Kentebe, you're correct. You're very, very correct. Okay? To accommodate the cattle. Now, what he's saying here is that the cattle, the cloth says, step on me, I don't care. Because the cattle needs to walk through this place. And the cloth is not complaining. Don't worry, walk on me and just go your way. I still like you, dear cattle. Okay? Now, we are done with, let me divide these two because we are about to enter your realm now. But a pebble of the brook. Now, let us dance. You can see the difference between the clod here and the pebble. Now let me explain. The clod here is a lump of sand that is innocent, and only children play with sand like this, at least mostly children. Okay? Now, something happened to this clod, this lump of sand, and it became so hardened, became tough, became so hardened and tough that it became as strong as a pebble. So you will notice here a transformation. You will notice a transformation from soft clod to hardened pebble. I think now you understand what I'm trying to say. Okay? Clod was innocent, was soft, saw love with purity and innocence. Okay? Well, something happened to this boy. Something happened to him that changed his perception about love. And he became hardened. He became tough. He became a pebble. You can see here the cattle can walk on these and they will not feel anything because the lump is soft on their hoofs. Excuse me. The lump is the cloth is soft on their hoofs and they will just be moving. But with cloths, these will actually hurt the cattle's hooves if they are not careful. Okay? For example, if you pick a pebble and you throw it at somebody, it will hurt the person. Okay? Yeah. If Ruby, you are my... Yes, Ruby, that's the summary of it. Okay? Thank you. Ruby, you should be a very good analyst. Now, the cloth now became so tough and became this. So if you pick this pebble and you throw it, as you throw it at somebody, it will hurt the person. Now, pebble wants to speak. He said, but a pebble of the brook. Oh my God, this poem is not done. You know, the brook, the pebbles, you can find them at the edge of the sea or the river. Always, the water is always cooling them. It's always cooling them, and they are, they are doing okay. What I'm trying to say is that, let me explain. The pebble lives in a comfortable environment. Okay? But the clod does not, lives under the sun with nothing to cool it. You know that. Let me go back to the picture so that you understand what I'm trying to say. Here, if you look at the environment, the cloth here is exposed to the sun, nothing protecting it. In fact, it's even exposing itself to danger. Okay? But if you look at the pebbles are always very, very at the bank of the river, so that the water always cools them, so they're like big men. Okay? Now, this pebble is living a big man's life. Let me put it that way. It's living large. Okay? The pebble is living large. But this pebble does not sing about love. The pebble wobbled. Now, I want you to see the meaning of wobble. I hope you all can see my screen, because I went through a lot to make sure I get this software to share screen with you so that you stop seeing my face. Now, to wobble, humorous to see, especially in high voice. Okay? But it's like singing with this kind of high voice, not, to me, it's a humorous way to sing according to the dictionary meaning. Okay? Now, this guy is wobbling. Okay? The pebble wobbles meets. The pebble wants to give you his own version of love. Now remember, from the experience, from the experience of the pebble wants to tell you everything. It goes in 3 phrases: think like a child, think like an adult, and finally see like a child. Philosopher Ruby, well done. Now listen to it. It says, love seeketh only self to please. Anita, this is where you come in. What the pebble is saying here is that, look, I am selfish. I don't care about you. If you say you love me, okay, I need an iPhone, I need 2 laptops, I need a return ticket to Jamaica. Okay? So here you don't care about the person, you care about only yourself. This is the wrong kind of love. The truth is that when you get to the universities, most of you will not school in Nigeria. So you meet different people, you meet different mindsets, and you see their perceptions about love. Okay? Some people, in fact, let me just break this down for you. Some people actually got married for the very wrong reasons. Some women got married to their husbands today because, I hope you guys are listening, because they are rich or because they needed to solve some family financial problems. Okay? That's why they got married. So not that they really love their husbands, but they just wanted the money. So that is why I told my SS3 students, adultery can never end. People will keep committing adultery as long as they still draw breath. Okay? So love here is very selfish. I don't care about you. You care about me. That's your business. But I will use you. This is where you remember that term. You hear people say, he used me and dumped me. Okay? You will use that person. This is Clod. This is the pebble speaking. To bind another to its own delight. Man, this is bad. To imprison. This is to bind. Okay? It's like you're putting this person in chains so that you can be happy. You make this person go through a lot to make you happy, and you don't care about that person. You see girls, sometimes you watch your television and you see on the news, you watch on the news, armed robbers or robbers being arrested, and you find that these guys are just young boys trying to live big. They want money so that they could, maybe their girlfriends push them to that extent. In case you don't believe me, let me drop this story. You might not believe me, but I'll still tell you. A girl met this boy, deceived him the Pebble style, told him she loved him, okay, told him he loves him, and told the boy that he wanted the boy to sit an exam for him, that's to impersonate. When the boy went to the exam hall to do as the girlfriend pleaded, he got caught and he was expelled. In fact, he was expelled with the girl. The next week, the girl got married to another man. So the boy felt used and dumped. The girl just put the boy in a very unharsh situation, made the boy look stupid. The boy lost everything for the girl, who did not even care. The next week, she got married to her rich boyfriend, and they both left the country. So, who lost? The boy. The boy lost everything. Okay? Of course, okay, many you will find that. To bind another to eat the light. Joys in another one's loss of ease. This is the same thing. You use someone. Okay? You use someone. The person is losing, you don't care. The person is finding things difficult, you don't care as long as you are comfortable. Okay? If you look at this picture again, not this one please, the pebble here is living the pebble here is living large in a very cool environment, but does not care about the clod or the cattle. If the cattle needs to drink water, the cattle will need to walk on the pebbles, and the pebbles will hurt the hooves. You know that. So the pebble is saying, I don't care if I don't care how you live your life, what you do to please me, whether you're living well or not. Okay? As long as I am fine, I don't care about you. And when you are losing, when you are feeling pain, okay? When you are feeling pain, Pebble rejoices. Okay? When you are feeling pain, Pebble rejoices. Pebble does not care if you are happy. Does not even care if you're sad. If you are feeling pain, in fact, Pebble wants you to be in the bad mood always. Okay? And builds a hell in heaven's despite. Now, this too, you say, and builds a heaven in hell's despite, in hell's despair. See, and build a hell in heaven's despite. If you are happy, Pebble wants you sad. Always. Okay? Pebble sees you or finds you happy, Pebble gets angry. Pebble will do something that will make you sad. Let me give you a graphical example of that. The cattle wants to drink water, and there are sharp pebbles here, or pebbles with sharp edges. Okay? Now, when they're, and yes, to be that's the answer. And when the cattle moves to drink water, the cattle gets hurt. The pebble will smile. Yes, I got you. That's the kind of love Pebble gives. Now, today says something. A simple case of love from God versus love from flesh. That is the truth. The Clod here is from God, because God is ever willing to forgive. The same thing with Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Juliet were willing to sacrifice their lives for their love to protect, because what they had was precious. Let me tell you the truth. No, yeah, good. Ruby asked a very important question. He said, do you think Pebble wants love too? Pebble does not want it. Pebble wants to use you. Pebble wants you to feel he loves you, but he's actually using you. Pebble is taken from you. Pebble is a gold digger. Let me just try and put it that way. Pebble is a gold digger. Okay? Pebble is a gold digger. So please, just know the difference. Why Clod is love from God. God gave, just imagine, God gave his only begotten son. He sacrificed him. He watched while we tortured him, while we killed him like a criminal, God's own son. But yet, God did not, stop loving us. That is true love. That is the Clod, the innocent love. Okay? Now, let me tell you this. Why do you think most guys that are kind of, let me say 29, 30, they like going to children. They like going to children or to, yes, they like going to girls that are below 17 so that they can, because they know they are innocent, they just want to use them. So those guys are the pebbles, while those innocent girls are the clods. Okay? But after that experience, Odoaka asked the question. I'm going to answer it to all of you. I'm going to give all of you the answer. Please listen. When they say love is blind, it's a metaphor. The God of love, Cupid, was blind. That was what they were trying to say. Okay? No, that was what they were trying to say. Love is blind. The God of love, Cupid, was blind. Maybe that was why Venus left him and went for Adonis. Okay? So please, when they say love is blind, it's kind of relative. The God of love, Cupid, was blind. That was what it meant. Okay? So, we have true love. Do not doubt that. And you need to start practicing the true love. Okay? I want to, maybe I should tell you this, maybe I should not, I don't know. But if you want the story, let you tell me, just let me know. The truth is that whether you like it or not, at one point in your life, you will fall in love with someone. Okay? At one point in your life, you will fall in love with someone, whether you like it or not. Okay? Okay, David Jackson says, to me, love blinds you. I understand that when you're in love, sometimes you do not think clearly. I agree. It's because love is a spirit. It's once you fall in love, once you're in love, you are possessed. And once you are possessed, you are not in control. That's it. Once you are possessed, you are not in control. Especially at the beginning. Okay? But you will still be willing to sacrifice everything. Okay? So, that's why your mommy can just tell your daddy, oh, honey, I need a new car. Your daddy has only your dad has only 4 million in his account. He could only spend 3 million. Though he has other projects, but he still gives you the 3 million. Andrew says a good point. I would have loved to see your faces while you respond to this. I'd love to see your faces. I would love to see your faces while you respond, while you make these comments, so that I really look at you. Love blinds you. you actually make yourself blind. It's not love that will blind you. We have stupid love, we call that infatuation. Okay? Please do not misconstrue. Yeah. Okay, let me pop this one out. Sorry. Okay, please do not misconstrue. Infatuation. Infatuation. What's wrong here? Okay, infatuation for love. Okay? What you have, what most of you have in school there is just infatuation is temporary. Yeah, thank you very much, Kentebe. It's temporary because you just feel that someone must love you. That's how it starts. You feel, okay, peer pressure. You feel that all your friends have boyfriends. Bash is coming very soon. Prom is drawing close. All your friends have boyfriends, but you do not have. So you just give yourself up to anyone that comes to you to say, "I love you." Do you get that? That's why you think that's why infatuation is temporary. But love is what graduates to marriage, and that's why they say for better or worse. And that's why, yeah, I say that's. But still, your self-love can overcome it, of course. Okay. The truth, in fact, let me just tell you why Jesus won the battle. Because of love. And remember, what is love? God is love. You remember that poem or that hymn? We sang it in school. I don't know about now. I don't know why you guys don't sing hymns. God was name is love. Happy children we. Listen to the hymn that we sing to thee. You see, God is love. Love is very, very powerful. Okay? Love blinds you in the sense that you don't see it when you're wrong or you choose not to see it. The person looks 10 times finer, but in reality, okay. You don't see when they're wrong. It simply means you tolerate. It simply means you tolerate. Oh God, I wish you were in school because I have so much to tell you, especially when I'm looking at you face to face. Okay? Okay. If you say love is not good, you are practically saying that God is not true because God is love. What is the highest form of, okay, what about Saint Valentine that gave his life so that the couple get married? No, let's talk about that. So, so please, I know that you will say bad things about love because of your experience. What William Blake actually did here was to explain love based on experience. The experience of the young and innocent child and the experience of the matured person. Remember, Romeo itself felt heartbreak when Rosalind was playing with him. Rosalind at that point was the Pebble, Romeo was the Clod. But when Romeo finally met with Juliet, both of them became the Clod. Okay? So guys, you guys need to realize that love is beautiful, love is nice, love is sweet. Okay? So I love this poem. It's a romantic poem. Okay? This poem is a romantic poem by William Blake himself. And you see, the poem is about feelings. Feeling, okay. Let me ask you, do you believe that there are feelings you cannot control? There are feelings you cannot control. For example, there was a point in time some of you hated me, you couldn't just control it. No reason why you hated me. Okay, let me not use me. There are some teachers in your school that you don't like. You don't have any reason to hate them, but you just hate them. And there are some teachers you just love. There are no reasons. You just see them, you smile, even when they hurt you. even when they annoy you. I'm going to make an instance with Tobe here. I annoyed Tobe twice. I knew I did. I wanted to make her cry. But you know what she did? She just walked up to me privately. I said, Mr. Jaffe, what you said was wrong. And she said it in a very mature way. If she were a boy, I would have hugged her. Because I saw a matured man, I saw a matured mind in a teenager's body. Okay? I saw a matured mind in a teenager's body. So that's how it is. And from then, I knew that even if I tried to annoy Tobe till thy kingdom come, in her heart, Tobe still like, I still like this teacher. That's just the truth. You will tolerate me even when I annoy you. Okay? Even when I annoy you, when I provoke you. I watch you people. When I provoked Andrew, Ruby, Jackson, even Peter, they still came back with morning, sir. They were still, maybe the first 2 lessons they were frowning in class, even Sosa, they were frowning in class, but they'll still hail me when I'm moving. That's true love. You just free your mind. How many times have we sinned and yet God still forgives 17 times 70? Remember, the same Israelites that God divided the sea for, the same Israelites still provoked God, yet God still led them to the promised land. God had so many reasons to just wipe out those people, but because he made a promise to Abraham. Okay? That's true love. So please, drop your questions before I log out. Okay? Thank you very much. This is my class. Okay? Zina is not in the house. I assume she's having Wi-Fi problems. Okay? At the time, Phoebe disappeared. But this is just the analysis of the point. I will try and send this to you. Okay? So from today, just know that love is a beautiful thing. Love is sweet. Love is nice. Love is something you cannot do without. Okay? You will one time fall for somebody. Okay? The person might call you names, the person might say things about you, but you will tolerate everything. From today, you can be the pebble, but have the heart of a clod. Just because you've been hurt, just because you were hurt before, does not mean you have a hollow heart. This is the only teacher I'm club. Yeah, today I've heard. In fact, I heard a student say to a teacher, not to the teacher's hearing, "I'm going to kick your ass." I had to take the child somewhere, and the child was just laughing. Today we are friends. Okay, so guys, if there are questions, just go to my channel. You'll find this video there. Drop your comment, and let's continue our discussion. Okay, now this is what I want you to do. If you have any question, you will find this video on the live on the YouTube channel. Go there, drop your comments, and I will respond. Okay, I want to see everybody's comments there. Okay, Phoebe, you were not behind. If you were in class, I would have used you as the yardstick. Okay, I would have used you as the guinea pig, so that your own friends will learn from you, so that your friends will actually learn anything from you. Okay, thank you very much, guys. I'll see you next week for another additional class, and I'll be posting videos. Please subscribe, hit the like button, comment, let me know I'm talking to you. Don't let my friends in South Africa take over the comment page. Okay, so I want you to go right now. I want you to make comments about the Clod and the Pebble. Okay, because I'll be dropping questions there, and I'll be mentioning your names. So go there, drop your questions, and we'll respond. So just take this chat to that to the YouTube channel. It might not be now, you can do it later. Okay, thank you very much. Please stay safe, stay protected. Okay, and we'll beat this virus together. Thank you.